Okay, it says I'm live. Here's hoping that everything works out the way it's supposed to work. It's been a hot minute, my friends. It's been a hot minute. I'm going to let everyone get a chance to get on here. My computer is already making like that fan churning noise like it's overheating, which I'm not quite sure I understand why, because I'm not asking it to do all that much, I didn't think, but apparently today it doesn't want to deal with it. So we're going to hope for the best, my friends. But hello, happy Tuesday. I have missed you guys. Last week I was in Florida, and Tuesday at 7:30 Central Time, my mother-in-law's phone went off and said, "Hey, you're supposed to be live streaming right now." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I am supposed to be live streaming right now." But thankfully I told you guys that I wasn't going to be. But even my husband was like, "Well, why don't you just go do it?" I was like, "Nope, I'm on vacation. We're not doing that." And it was good. So vacation was very, very good. Let's get a little roll call happening. Who all is here today? I already saw Cindy showed up. Hello, Cindy and Lisa and Belinda. Is everyone staying healthy? That is an excellent question, Cindy, and that is precisely the topic that I kind of want to talk about today, because it's important that we talk about it. And I know that so many people are in so many different situations when it comes to this entire coronavirus thing, but I know that we are all, as literally a world, affected by this, which is insane. Oh my gosh, and all of a sudden everybody just showed up. Whoa! Keep me posted as to if my video feed and everything is going okay. I remembered to change the latency on my little settings and whatnot. And so far, everything appears, YouTube's not yelling at me for anything yet, so that's good. We're going to see how this goes. I did do St. Patrick's Day green and gold eyes for y'all because I figured I was going to get yelled at for not wearing green by somebody. And so I had a little bit of fun. I had a little bit of fun with my eyes, but it's going to be a hot mess because everything is a hot mess right now, and that's okay. Christina's here, and Melanie, and Connie, and Rose, and Quarantined in Paradise. My mother-in-law is Quarantined in Paradise. And Amy and Annie and Honey and Julie and Lissa. My gosh, you guys, hello. First thing I want to know is how y'all are doing. Like, for real, how are you all doing? So I'm assuming that all of us are in some way, shape, or form, I don't know what words you want to use, self-quarantined, practicing social distancing, whatever the term you're using is. What is the term that you're using? I keep wanting to call it self-quarantined, but we're not in, I think quarantine is for like the people who've actually been exposed and like they're legitimately locked up. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. I haven't been checking the accuracy of the terminology. Self-isolated is another one. I'm pretty sure that's kind of what we are. The general understanding here, pretty much anywhere, I'm pretty sure this can go without saying, is that you're not supposed to really leave your house unless you have to. If you are one of the people that still has a job to go to, then you leave for work. Or if you have to go to the grocery store, which I know in a lot of places, people can't find groceries anywhere. Lisa's just saying it would be nice if I could buy basic groceries. Not joking. That was my biggest fear. So all of this, all hell broke loose while I was in Florida. Like, we knew the coronavirus was a thing, but we're like, well, we're obviously, because that's why we canceled the cruise. Oh, you guys are going to love this. If you didn't see this on Instagram, so you know how we canceled the cruise and I was devastated and blah, 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 downward spiral, but we canceled the cruise because of coronavirus. The day we were supposed to embark on our ship, like that day, March 7th, in LA, our cruise got canceled by Princess while all the people who went to LA to get on our ship were there. So if we didn't cancel, we would have been stuck in that mess. And instead, like, I've never seen my father-in-law look so happy and smug about something in my entire relationship with that family. It was hysterical because he was totally justified in having us cancel the trip. But we would have been there. We would have been there. And we were like, whoa, wow. So you knew when we were traveling that this was a thing. Like, it was becoming a thing we were very, very aware of. So we decided to go to Florida instead. And then it just so happened that my mother-in-law's mom passed away. It was not unexpected, but the timing was right. God's timing was perfect for all of this because we were where we needed to be when we needed to be there. So we took the week and we went to Florida. We had the funeral. We hung out with family. We got a little bit of vacationing in. We went to an NHL hockey game right before the NHL stopped having hockey games. And so after that weekend is when the trickle effect of everything shutting down started to happen. And then the toilet paper hoarding started to happen. And all of this craziness, the week we were gone. So my biggest panic, I'm not even joking, my biggest panic was, do I have enough of the stuff that I need where if I can't actually find basic things at the store that we need to survive, it's okay? And so that was like literally my biggest worry this whole time. I'm gonna say this quick and briefly. If you are in the camp of thinking it's okay to leave your house, be quiet and stay home. Because it's becoming very apparent that even though like someone like me is not necessarily going to be the prime candidate to catch this virus, but the fact that you can pass it to other people, that's the big deal. Without being symptomatic, that's the big deal. So guys, if you can at all possible, just stay home. Just stay home, which is what I want to talk about today. But first, I want to look at all of these comments. But we're going to talk about staying home and how I've started to reflect on this. And I know I have a very specific situation. I am in the situation that is the biggest blessing in that we are not really financially impacted by this in any way, shape, or form. My husband is still working. We live on his income. He's working from the guest bedroom. He came home from work yesterday and said, so we are not coming into the office for at least 6 weeks. So we get to work together under one roof for 6 weeks straight. All of our gyms are closed. We're not supposed to go anywhere. So that's going to be fun. And don't get me wrong, I love my husband with all of my heart. But I also love my alone time during the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be really interesting. But so far, day one of this has worked out really well. We didn't get in each other's way. When he was on the phone, he closed the door. I kept things quiet. It was all good. It was all good. But that's what we're dealing with. So I'm in a situation where I'm very blessed to be able to say that my biggest problem is, will I be able to find things when I need them? And I went to 2 grocery stores yesterday because I had to restock my house. I had nothing because we were on vacation and was able to find everything I needed. Literally, except toilet paper, but we already had toilet paper. That was my biggest concern, actually, was I was like, we buy one giant package of toilet paper from Sam's Club every 2 months, 3 months. Not often, but I buy it in bulk because that's the cost-effective way to do it. And then I don't think about it for a while. And then when we're on our last package of 9, I go and I buy more. And so I could not for the life of me remember how much toilet paper we had in the basement. And that's what was causing me to really worry because I'm like, people are buying all the freaking toilet paper. What are we going to do if we need toilet paper? The second we got home, the first thing my husband did was run downstairs to see if we had toilet paper, and we have plenty. I literally did a praise Jesus on the stairs, like full on dancing. My husband took a picture. It's on Instagram. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Let's see. Now let me catch up on things. I'm seeing feedback on my video. We get to hang out while isolating ourselves. Hello. Social distancing. It feels lonely. Still working. Praying that it continues because I can't afford to be off. I'm bringing food to elderly people that need help. Connie, that's wonderful. There are so many people that I'm concerned about. I am Facebook friends with a lot of professional actors because I'm in the music theater scene, or I was in Chicago. And there are so many of them whose shows have been canceled, whose paid acting or singing gigs have been canceled. And that's literally their livelihood. And I can't even fathom what people are going through. Let's cable so she can stream Animal Crossing. They canceled while people were waiting for hours to board the ship. Talk about a mess. Yeah, they canceled while people were waiting to board. Your audio is good, but you're kind of choppy. What's up with the hoarding of toilet paper? Can someone explain it to me? I actually read an article that was like, it has something to do with like people trying, like, first of all, people panicked. Like, they flat out panicked. And while I firmly believe this is a big deal, I do not believe that we should panic, because panic is going to create more panic and make this whole thing worse. Instead, we need to be proactive, but positive and helpful and kind, my friends. So I don't understand what's with the toilet paper thing, but it's something that people feel like they can control. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what to do about the video. I really don't. I have it set on low latency, which is what they recommended. I'm not getting a warning. Oh, well, I just did something real funky with my desktop. I hope that didn't affect anything. I'm really not sure what else to do about the video, my friends. So let me know if it gets out of control bad, or if it's just a little hiccup here and there. Because I don't know. I don't actually know. And I tried to research. You want to know what the worst thing is about this thing I'm using? Apparently, this program I'm using is what people use to broadcast their video games. You know those people that do YouTube video gaming, and like they have the video game on the big screen and then they have themselves like in the little corner? That is what this program is. And so I Googled for I worked on this for 45 minutes today just to try and figure out what settings I can change to make sure it goes smoothly. And everything I found, none of it was for let me sit and talk to the camera. It was all for video game setup. And I'm like, this is not helpful at all. Not helpful. So I'm kind of shooting in the dark here. So I'm doing the best I can, and if I need to find another method, I will try. Let's see. Annie, stressing a little bit. All 3 of my special needs children have no school for 2 weeks, so they're bouncing off the walls and having meltdowns because they aren't on your schedules. I can't even imagine. My heart goes out to you, Annie. I'll keep you in my prayers, because that's hard. That's hard. That's the other thing I thought of. Again, we're minimally affected because we don't have any children. So it's not like we have to homeschool children. Although I did chuckle. I saw something that said, parents were going to have to teach Common Core math, and how everyone's going to go back to teaching kids math the way we learned how to do it in school. But I can't even imagine having that thrown at you. All of a sudden, first you have to worry about finances and do your job. And here are all of your children that you send to school 8 hours a day. Teach them yourselves. That's a lot. That's a lot. So my heart goes out to you. Jennifer, hello. I don't know how I got here, but I finally found people who are struggling a bit. Kendall, hello. I don't know how you got here either, but we are here to talk and support one another. I'm stressed. I work in a hospital and everything changes hour by hour. Julie, I can't even imagine. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Out trying to find groceries on Saturday. Sideswiped a pole with my car. Yeah, no groceries and a big old dent on the side of my what was pristine car. Oh, Lisa, I'm so sorry. That's a bummer. Why did I start over? I started over? What do you mean I started over? I have no idea. What? Okay, so that makes things very, very interesting. Can someone tell me in the comments right now that, you're live, you're hearing this as we speak? Just say, yes, or do some emoji or something so I know you're hearing me in real time, because I don't know why it would have started over. But, while I'm waiting for that response, which I really hope I get it, I know my mother, and Connie says yes. Okay, cool. My mother-in-law often says that, if she hops on late, she'll watch me from the beginning, which I didn't know you could do. So click, see if you got started over, just try to scroll to the end or something, or refresh the page, because that's weird. That's not how it's supposed to go at all. So I don't know. I don't know. Where else? All right. So we started over for a bunch of people. Toilet paper in the privacy of my own home is the least of my concerns. In China, people used it as a mask when they were sold out, but mostly panic. Oh, hi, Rosie. I asked my friend if making masks out of toilet paper would work. He said nope, it wouldn't. No. There was an article that went out that said regular medical masks don't actually help you. So, yeah. It's sad because it really just spirals out of control, because then people think, well, I better buy it now since who knows when they will get more. Exactly. It's one incredibly vicious cycle. My hope is that my dear followers, my dear subscribers, my dear friends, don't be the crazy person. Please, don't be the crazy person. Prepare. Like, I bought enough food. I bought like a flat of chicken. You'll see my grocery haul on my vlog tomorrow. I vlogged yesterday. And the start of this morning. So go ahead and watch that tomorrow. But I did my whole grocery haul. I bought a lot of stuff, but we were restocking. And I bought like one little thing of salmon for like one dinner and one set of leftovers, one flat of chicken, and then one like turkey breast thing. And then the vegetables I needed for chili. And I just made chili, and that chili is going to last us a couple days downstairs. And like, be prepared to not go to the grocery store every 2 days, but don't buy 2 months worth of toilet paper. Have you been seeing those posts of pictures of like the elderly people in the empty aisles who like don't know what to do with themselves? Like, oh, I just feel so bad. I feel so bad. Boo Common Core. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to help Alice with her homework, Christina, because if she's learning math completely differently than we learned math, forget about it. Kansas schools have just shut down for the rest of the 2019-2020 school year? The whole year? Like till June? What? That's the most extreme thing I've heard. I saw someone post yesterday that Trump said that this might be the norm until June or July. I did not find that piece of information from the source. I didn't go diving very hard. But I heard through the grapevine that might be a possibility. Most people are closing things until the end of this month, which is 2 weeks, just to see where we're at by then. I don't think 2 weeks is enough time. I don't know that summer is necessary either. We really have no idea. So all we can do is hunker down and do our part to stay inside, or not even inside, just away from people, which is fine. Like, be isolated with your significant other. And, but I really think that while we're hunkered down, this is a fantastic time to do some things that you have not had ample opportunity to do. We're literally stuck at home. We don't have to grocery shop all the time. We don't have to commute anywhere. We don't have to commute. Most of us don't have to commute. Let me know if you're somebody who is still going to work instead of working from home. Like, do you still have a commute to play with? Because I've been thinking about this, and I'm making a list of like legit things I want to do while I'm in quarantine. Like, when I have all this time. I did 2 workouts today because I didn't have to commute to the gym. That's 20 minutes one way, 20 minutes home. So I literally had enough time to do a second workout. So I was like, why not? Let's do it. And I did. So I firmly believe that it will be absolutely possible for us to do our best to stay on track, to really embrace the fact that like there's plenty of work out from home opportunities. And because I'm primarily a health and wellness channel, we definitely need to talk about staying on plan while we're stuck at home and how we're going to do that. But I also want to talk about how we are going to take care of our mental health while we're home. What activities are we going to do and things like that. So start brainstorming that while I catch up on the comments that I have apparently been missing. Got out, went back in. Great. Preschool e-learning. I've got, Christina, that's wonderful grammar. I always make sure I'm current even if I miss things. I got out then joined the chat. I work in a preschool setting. Oh, okay. Save the medical supplies for people who really need them. Well, I'm already crazy. Let me turn off this mouse because it's giving me problems. Let me turn off Bluetooth too. I don't know if that'll make any difference whatsoever, but we're going to try it. Like today, we clapped while counting to 20 and drew what we saw outside. Nice! Okay, continuing. She got the lead of Gabriella in High School Musical, her final musical. We thought canceled, but the school's working on options. Oh, no, Trudy. That's the other group that I feel terrible for. because I've been there. Now, I haven't had my shows canceled, but like I remember, like especially being a senior in high school, like it's your senior musical. Or I have all these actor friends whose shows got canceled. And all the high schoolers who worked for 3 years just to work towards the lead their senior year, to have that taken away from them has got to be gut-wrenching. Broadway star Laura Benanti actually tweeted out on like behalf of all of these people, and she said, I know all of your shows have been canceled. Record yourself singing and send it to me. I want to be your audience, to all of the high schoolers. And it's under the hashtag Sunshine Songs. And my husband was scrolling through it the other night, and there's some really great stuff on there, which I think is great. Lin-Manuel Miranda, creator of Hamilton, piggybacked off that and said, I'm watching too. And like, how cool is that the Broadway stars sympathize so hard for these kids that they're like, send me your performances. I want to see them. I will support you. Because that's gut-wrenching. That's absolutely gut-wrenching. I got my first box of HelloFresh on Friday. I loved HelloFresh. It was definitely one of my favorites of the subscription boxes. I've heard this could go till August. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Here in Canada, schools are shut down until September. Wow. I had no idea that they finished. I knew that some colleges finished their school year. I didn't know that elementary schools and stuff finished their school year. Wow. Today, he's talking about at least 45 days. Okay. Yeah, 45 days, 6 weeks. Yeah. Okay. 6 weeks is, 42 days. That's what my husband's work is working off of, 6 weeks. Can you even, like, oh man, at least we're allowed to go outside. Just can't, come in contact with anybody. But so for me, I joked about this yesterday, I think it was, or whatever. I'm like, well, you know what this means? 6 weeks. By the time I'm allowed to do things again, it'll be spring. No more winter for Brianna to deal with. Happy day to me. I live in Atlanta, and it's looking like school's canceled till next year. That must be new from the last time I paid attention. That's, wow. Wow, you guys. Graduation cape and gown, walking down an aisle. Who knows if she'll have her final prom. Oh, Trudy. My heart goes out to you and your daughter. Oh, that's hard. Although we understand it doesn't make it any better. And that's the hardest part, right? Like, we all get it. Most of us get it. Apparently, we had to go as far as to shut down restaurants because millennials were still going out and partying at night. Come on, guys. Because, St. Patrick's Day bar crawls and everything. But I was like, really, Chicago? I think Chicago is where it started. And the governor was like, I'm having none of this, and shut down all the restaurants because he's like, this is stupid. I don't know why you guys aren't listening to me. I'm going to make you listen. Which I thought was really interesting. And then a lot of other cities followed suit. Anyone else have a senior? Oh, yeah. If anyone else has a senior that's dealing with this, you and Trudy should connect. And you guys can commiserate together. Think of the money saved on gas. That's true. Cindy is still going to work. Okay. If school stays closed till summer, I think it'll be complete devastation. Families can't survive. I know. It's, oh my gosh. Have you heard of all of the, things you can do? Like, if you have small businesses and you can, and you can afford, because I know so many people cannot afford because their jobs have come to a halt. But if you can afford to support your favorite small businesses online, or go to restaurants that you normally go to, and even if you don't intend to eat there, buy gift cards. So when all of this is over, they have the revenue now and you can go and spend the gift card later. There are a lot of places that are doing takeout, where you call in and order, and some places have even gone as far as to be like, call when you get here, we'll put your stuff outside and then you can come and get it. So there's still no human contact. It's just passing of the things. People are trying so hard to make this work. It's just so crazy. Flip side, I work from home. My desk literally touches my phone. Minimal junk in the house, but I've still been overeating hardcore. Yes. So, my friends, let's talk about what we can do because we're all stuck at home in terms of food. Now, Bree can't hear me. Was that Alice? That's amazing. Bree can't hear me. I can't see you, Alice, but I can speak to you. I don't know why I'm having buffering issues. I don't know why I'm having issues. I don't know why. I don't know why. It keeps freezing when I'm watching from my phone. It's better for my computer. Not everyone has internet at home. What do those poor people do? That's a great question. There was one thing I saw that was, there's like a company, I can't remember what company it is now, that was going to offer free internet for people that needed it, but I can't remember what it was. There's companies out there that are doing free daily burn. So, on our topic of working out and food and everything at home, Daily Burn, as far as I understand, is offering 2 months free. Daily Burn is online workouts. 2 months free just because people still need to work out and they understand that. So I have not verified, like gone to the website and tried to sign up or anything because I have Beachbody. I'm so grateful that I actually decided to spend the money on Beachbody as a backup plan for winter. I didn't realize it would literally be my lifeline here. So I have Beachbody, and I don't know if it's free to everybody or free just to like members who have access to Les Mills stuff in their gym, but there's free a limited range of content on Les Mills website as well, which is the company that does Body Pump. I haven't looked at that yet, but my friend, I have a friend here, which is really nice, who is the Body Pump instructor I really, really liked, who happens to go to the church that we go to. She tagged me in a post because she's an instructor, and she's like, here, you can get some limited free Les Mills content to do at home. So Les Mills is doing something for free. Daily Burn is doing something for free. If you guys know of anything else, it's like free resources for things, put them in the comments so we can share the knowledge that we have to help us stay on track. So those are some options. I just saw a comment that said there's a bunch of free stuff on YouTube. So truth be told, working out should be something that you do regularly. Especially since I made the comment on Instagram stories today that throughout this whole coronavirus thing, I'm either going to gain 10 pounds or lose 10 pounds. And my goal is to lose 10 pounds. Because, I literally have nothing else to do except, focus on healthy food prep and working out at home and keeping myself busy. That's, so as long as I can keep my butt out of the kitchen, unless it's mealtime, I should be fine. And then the weather is starting to warm up, knock on wood. We haven't had our big snow yet, and I swear there's going to be a big snow. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting. Not that it really matters anymore since I don't have to go anywhere, but still, I'm waiting for it. But right now it's actually been pretty nice outside for Minnesota, and we can go outside and walk. There were people walking around our neighborhood all day today. The dogs of the world are having a great time. So we can go outside and walk, run around in the backyard with your kids, do as much as you can to stay active, because not only is it going to be good for your body, you get the calories burning, whatever, but it's going to be good for your mind. Seriously, now more than ever, make sure you get moving in some way, shape, or form, just for sanity's sake. Seriously, because what's our other option? Sit on our butts all day. That's literally our other option. It's supposed to be warm tomorrow, getting some vitamin D. Heck yes. So lucky I work from home and I'm getting paid. Mind you, my contract ends in May, so who knows what will happen then. But for now, you got something, Rosie, and that's great. I hung out at Starbucks as long as they allowed seating because it's my mental health escape. Yep. I'm really proud of the Canadian government. People can apply for I just heard about this. 5K funds to get back home or help them survive until this is over. My husband was just telling me about this an hour ago. I did all my meal prep. My husband made his lunch today. Legit put it in his lunchbox and put it in the refrigerator. I was like, why is there a lunchbox in my fridge? He goes, because I want to make sure I'm not eating, because one of my concerns was with him home, he was going to eat more because that's what he does. So he is taking it upon himself. He's making his lunch like he normally would. And the food that he preps for lunch is all he's allowed to eat during the day, which I really appreciate because it's going to help our food go a lot longer than him just mindlessly snacking while he's at his desk. That's amazing of him to do. And I'm trying to do the same thing. I pre-tracked my entire day today. I figured out what I was going to eat. I pre-tracked and wrote it all down. Made sure I was in my calorie goal. I think I went 5 points over for points versus calories, which is fine because I was still on my calorie goal and I stuck to it. And that's, I think, how things are going to have to go for us moving forward. We're just going to prep ahead and enjoy the food we have, eat it while it's fresh, but not go crazy because we're cooped up at home all day. And for me, personally, you guys know that I have self-control issues. It's a blessing for me that my husband is going to be home, because when he's home, I behave better. Because even if he's not paying attention, he could very well not be paying attention. I think he's paying attention, which keeps me in control. When no one's here, it's a different story. But he's home, which means I'm on my guard, which will work out better for me. So I'm really excited about that personally, of having that accountability that's not really accountability, but in my head it is, which is totally an obliger thing, but it's going to work for me. So that's awesome. I have a treadmill and I got it out. Way to go, Jennifer. My friend challenged me to 30 days of yoga. That's awesome. In my insiders group, I'm going to ask for your workouts and for your trackers every single day. I don't care what you track, points, carbs, macros, calories, post it. And I'll ask for it every single day, so you guys have accountability to answer to somebody. And if you start posting and then you stop posting, we'll notice, Trying to do what I can to help us stay accountable. Companies are offering free internet hotspots. Okay. Good Life, who has less meals, is being offered virtually. You just have to be a member. Okay. Millions of free YouTube workouts, so no excuses. No excuses. There's no excuses. Les Mills is offering a 2-week trial, plus they have some freebies. Fantastic. Planet Fitness is offering content. That's interesting. I lost my spot. It's just the daily steps of taking public transit and walking through the school. Go take a walk. You can still do that without close personal contact. Yes, you can. I'm fully aware these are first world problems. Weight Watchers changed to online meetings until the middle of April. Yes, they did. I'm hoping to lose 10 pounds. You and me both, Lissa. You and me both. Middle of April. Did they extend it? April 4th. Okay. I might do that because it's been bad. I decided on my food meal by meal today. This seems weird talking about tracking when all of this is going on. Oscar, we got to do what we got to do to stay on track, my friend. The important thing, I truly think the important thing is to you gotta maintain some semblance of routine for your own sanity's sake. You gotta control what you can control, because there's so much that's out of our control right now that you have to take advantage of the stuff that you can control. And for those of us that are chronic Weight Watchers or calorie counters or I Track Bites people, that is what we eat and tracking, because this is the situation where many of us can and might fall off the wagon, and we want to do everything we can to prevent that from happening. So that's, you got to do it. You got to do it, and that just is what it is. I think this post is part of why I ended up doing the 5-mile workout today. Oh, that post? Good. That was my goal. That's why I emphasized post your completed workout, because I didn't want to hear about your intentions of working out. I want to hear what you actually did. So good. I'm glad. I'm securely hitched to said wagon. Yeah, Christina's driving the freaking wagon, which is amazing. Makes me feel super behind, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So let's chat about tips. Let's chat about tricks. What is your guys' plan? What are you guys going to do to make sure that you too stay hitched to the wagon? Yeehaw. Christina's driving, my friends. Everyone get on board. Christina, you should probably be more active in the Facebook group. I don't even know if you're in the Facebook group. But activity in there would be good. So, like I said, for me, taking full advantage of the fact my husband is home, because that creates some sort of accountability for me that he doesn't even know exists. I have no excuse to not work out. I just don't. And even today, I woke up today with the, leg pain. Not leg pain like CMT leg pain like I worked out my legs yesterday, which I did not do. But for me, like, I don't even know. It borders on the, like, stairs hurt. Stairs hurt me today. But it's not so bad that, like, the toilet hurts me. You all know what I'm talking about when leg day makes going to the bathroom hurt. It's not quite that bad, but it's not good. And I'm like, I didn't even work out yesterday. I went grocery shopping, so I don't know what's going on there. But I didn't let that be an excuse for me to not do something. I did 2 workouts that I had known already, and one of them was like a cardio-based one, and one of them was arms. And so it was upper body, which meant I didn't have to tax my legs very much, which is great. So I literally have no excuses. None. 0. And so I'm going to take full advantage of that as well. My guard, I have to be careful for if I get bored. I have to find something for when because the cravings will happen. The cravings will happen. PMS will happen. We're all locked up for like a month and a half, you guys. PMS is going to happen. All of us that are still having that issue. Where's my book? It's not here. Oh, yeah, it is. I was playing catch up with my Made to Crave study today, and that was actually very, very helpful because it got me into the right mindset for, taking a step back, praying when you're having some problems, reframing your mind, looking for accountability. All of those things are in this book, and it helped. It definitely helped. Focusing on water helped. So you just got to set up your guardrails for what might mess you up and figure out how you're going to mitigate that. Oh, I must have missed that you post your workout. Pre-tracking and prepping in the morning. Brilliant. Thanks to you and your husband. Yeah, definitely do it. And I was so proud of my husband. Like, I scoffed at the lunchbox in the refrigerator because my fridge is so full because I did a whole bunch of produce prep yesterday. So I was like, really? There's no room for this. But I admired what he did with it and putting that limit on things, which is really, really smart. Going to enjoy not having the pressure of feeling like I need to put work before things like eating. That part is going to be great for me, for sure. Boredom is going to be a big one for me. All right, Cindy, so what can you do about it? What sort of things can you do instead? And I've started making this list of things you can do while we're all stuck in the house. You can take online classes from places like Skillshare. You can dive deep into some YouTube videos. You can go watch old YouTube videos of your favorite YouTubers. Reread the Harry Potter series. Everything under the sun is available on Kindle and or Audible if you're an audiobook person. What else? Paint your nails. Work on some new fun makeup techniques. Seriously, these are just like ways to pass the time if you are bored enough where you need ways to pass the time. Guys, spring cleaning. Every corner, every inch of your house. Declutter every drawer, every space, every closet. What else can I have you guys do? Try a new recipe. Play Chopped with the food you have in your house. Because if you were lucky enough to go and get groceries, eventually you're going to run out and you're going to have that whole, do I go grocery shopping or do I just eat what's in the house? You could have a lot of fun trying to figure out something to do with what's actually in the house. What else? What are some suggestions that you can do for when you are bored? I personally have to catch up on life coaching with Dave Hollis. I am 2 months behind. I haven't done February's or March's. That's going to be like 5 hours of my time, which in the grand scheme of 6 weeks doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a significant chunk of an afternoon or something to sit and do the entire session and the live stream that accompanies it. So catching up on things like that. Watching movies. I'm sure at some point we're going to end up getting Disney Plus so we can finally watch The Mandalorian. All sorts of things. I'm trying to think. What else? Oh, I have these like diamond paint by numbers. They're like paint by numbers but with rhinestones. I have 2 of them that I have not finished. And one of them I didn't even start. I can sit and do that. We got a jigsaw puzzle that's like 400 pieces, but it's like several puzzles and it's an escape room thing. So like it's a series of them and you either solve a mystery or try to get out of a room. You do something with the puzzle that my husband and I are going to do together. There are a lot of people that have backyards and decent weather that have started gardening. So that like the list is endless. really, truly endless of things that you could be doing. You're a lot more likely to be able to find live streams like this to be able to participate in. And maybe at one point or another, maybe I'll do another one since we're all stuck at home anyway, you know? Going to PMS, not being allowed to go out and get PMS food. That could actually be great for some people. Exactly. We have a steady supply of Oreos in our house, and other than that, we don't really have any sweets. We have some Peeps, which for me, being on Points Plus, isn't that big of a deal. And they aren't, one row we got home and was stale enough, but the next row was not stale enough, so I had to open the package some more, and I have to let those air out before I can eat them. Because, fun fact about me, I like my Peeps stale. Very, very stale. I loved the video you posted. Which video did I post? The one about seasonal depression? If you guys haven't seen that one, if you want to see what's been going on with me mentally lately, go check that one out because it's been rough. And don't let this fool you. I'm not back in full capacity yet. I'm just doing what I can. I'm doing my best. I vlogged yesterday, like I said. I got that video edited and it's going live tomorrow. So I don't know how regular my content is going to be. I guess it depends on your level of interest. And I asked this in the video too, of my everyday life while we're all shut-ins. Like, do you care enough to see more frequent day in the life vlogs, what I'm eating, what I'm doing, how I'm passing the time, how I'm getting workouts in, how I'm cleaning the house and decluttering things? If that interests you, odds are there will be slightly more content and more regular content. I am going to do, you guys are the first to know, I'm going to do an updated Weight Watchers Rebel video because I'm still a Weight Watchers Rebel, even though I'm doing iTrack Bites, which is still technically old Weight Watchers. But it was exactly 2 years ago that I posted that video. So I want to refresh it a little bit. So I have some content ideas in the books, but I'm not totally back yet. But Bree, I have to ask, what do I have to ask Alice? What do I have to ask Alice? I'll ask her whatever question she wants me to ask her. I don't care. By the way, Christina, you should be recording this on your phone so you can send me the video of her freaking out about me later, because that would be hilarious. Guys, I saw my niece, and she was so stinking cute. You should, oh man, I wish I would have recorded when we got to the house. So when we left to go to Florida, we drove to Chicago so Gracie could stay with my parents, and my sister and Alice live with my parents. So we got there. And, I walked up and I rang the doorbell or whatever, so she'd have to come and answer the door. And she opens the door, and I'm holding Gracie, and she goes, "It's Gracie! Oh, Gracie, I love you! I missed you! You're so cute and little!" All that happens, and she goes, "It's Bree and Uncle Eric and Gracie!" She was elated. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen. Which makes me feel very loved. And then she got to spend an entire week with her best friend, and she learned how to hold her, and apparently she cleaned up the poop and did a great job of taking care of Gracie, which was so stinking cute. I'm going to see if I can attend WW Lives in other states. Interesting. I love diamond paintings. Yeah, I had one of, what's it called? Starry Night by Van Gogh. Beautiful. Beautiful. I really enjoyed doing that. My husband gave up sweets for Lent, so I'm not buying or baking any. That's awesome, Julie. That will make this whole situation much easier on you. I definitely care, especially since your day in the life could help people who are home. That's the video that got me to watch your channel. She means you have to answer her. She's standing there like, Bree. What, Alice? What? Tell me. I'm really looking forward to getting to attend church with people I normally wouldn't be able to go to church to. I'm thinking little online discussions after church would be great. Yeah. So how cool is that there is the opportunity for us to all, as a group or with your group of friends, worship together. My church from Chicago, The Bridge, started live streaming this past weekend. And we were at a hotel having breakfast when they started, so I started watching. And you guys know what that place meant to me and everything. So I was watching it, and it was so fun seeing names of all of my friends pop up. as, you know, Mike is watching with you, Emily's watching with you. So I was like, this is just making my heart so happy. So now, of course, and we want to stay up to date with the church we're actually planning on going to. I did make the final round for auditions, which is to actually be on for a weekend. But with this whole not being allowed to do church thing, that might take a little while. But I'm in the final round, so I'm this close to being on a worship team, which is very exciting. But for now, like, it'll be a lot of fun to be able to do the church that I want to go to now and still do the like the same worship times, and then to be able to watch the bridge as well and just feel reconnected to home, which will be really, really nice because they always post the sermons, but like for me, the worship part has always been the music. And so I'm like, gosh, I really wish they would just do the whole service. And now they're going to do the whole service, which is so stinking cool. So I am excited about that. I'm also excited about the fact that if I wanted to, I could go to church in my pajamas, which is really nice. No getting up and having to look presentable to be, you know, a human on the outside for a while, which is both it feels good, but it's not actually good. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I highly recommend, and I want to do a video on this too, if you guys are interested, I want to do a video on things you should do even though we're all in quarantine. You know, things like that. And one of the things that I firmly believe we should do is get up and get dressed. Work out. Set an alarm and get up at a decent time every day. All sorts of stuff like that, you know? So I want to do a whole thing on that, but I want to figure out, like, personally what I feel the most important things are. But staying all day in your pajamas is not necessarily the best thing, and I'm guilty of that. There are, not all day, but like, I won't change until 10 or 11 o'clock some days. And today, I was inspired by my husband, who got up and still at 5:30. And when I thought he was going to just, you know, put on jeans and a t-shirt or something to go to work. No, he put on jeans and a button down like he would have worn to work anyway. And I was like, you know what? And he goes, he dressed for the part. And I love you. Like, and that inspired me. Like, I didn't have to do anything. And the next thing on my list was to work out. So I was like, well, let's get out of pajamas, but let's put on workout clothes. It's like, take that step to dress for the next part of your day. And so I did that. Then I came upstairs and did devotionals and read and my morning journals and whatnot. And then I worked out. And then I made dinner, then I made dinner because it had to sit in a crock pot. And then I showered and put real clothes on. Excuse me. Because I knew I was seeing you guys today. So stick to the routine. Whether you have kids or don't have kids, try to stick to a routine. It'll just make the transition easy because you know what's going to happen. We're all going to grow used to this new lifestyle. But eventually, my friends, Lord willing, this is all going to go away. And it's all going to go back to normal. And then all of a sudden, everybody's going to have to start going to work again. And the world is going to freak out in an entirely different way. Maybe not the world. Maybe just America. But, it's all going to be like this, oh my gosh, I got so used to this that I don't want to go back to the way things were and whatnot. And so it could just cause a different kind of chaos all over again. So I highly recommend you stick to a routine, you set an alarm in the morning, and you get out of your pajamas. That's the bare minimum of how to survive this and make it feel normal, you know? Anybody else have any tips about what you're going to do to make it feel normal? What is your action plan for this? Like, I'm very curious to know. We've had some good suggestions about ways to stay on track, ways to get active, things to do. But what is your actual plan? Like, what things are you implementing starting tomorrow, or did you implement starting today that's actually going to help you get through and maintain some sense of sanity and normalcy? What about a Cook With Me Live with Brie? Oh, interesting. Cook With Me Live could be interesting, but it would be hard in terms of the camera because you could either watch my hands or watch my face. Now, I could do a Cook With Me very much like that Wrap Presents With Me that I did around Christmas time, where I was wrapping presents and just talking away while I was wrapping presents, that could be fun. We are moving, so packing. Oh man, what a time to be moving. What a time to be moving. I'm going to deep clean my house. Having my house fully clean will make me feel more productive and give me something to focus on. Jamie, yes. And that's one of the things I'm like, so I want to create content, but even more than that, I want to just get my house in tip-top shape. Tip-top shape. And it is so freeing. And it feels correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you feel some amazing sense of accomplishment and just lightness when you declutter stuff, you throw stuff away, and you deep clean, and everything is spick and span? Don't you just feel so good? Imagine how much of that we can make happen since we have to stay here anyway. It's not like we can avoid it by leaving the house. So you might as well deep clean the house. I really think that that's a great idea, and it is going to be how I spend a lot of my time. I'm writing in my work planner to give myself goals each day. That's a great idea. Do a top 3 of things that you want to accomplish that day. Things that are not sit and binge watch Netflix for 8 hours, my friends. I mean, if you really feel the need, you can do that too, but have your goals be 3 productive things that you're going to do each day, and then go from there. Cleaning is a biggie. I do want to get a lot of spring cleaning done. Yes, guys, we're going to be the cleanest world ever. Everybody's just going to be so much more organized because of this, because we had nothing else to do. When things are clean, I feel more in control. You and me both. Which has always been a huge push and pull relationship with me, because while I'm a decently clean person, I still, clutter finds me. Clutter finds me all the time. So everything, things aren't dirty, but my desk is not nice and neat and organized, and I've got 3 or 4 makeup items sitting up there on my things instead of in the drawer that they're supposed to be in. So I'm always a little, wait, which way do I do it? I can't actually show you guys, apparently. I've got all sorts of little things happening over there. So I am not world's most pristine person, but I'm getting a lot more like that. The kitchen was spotless yesterday, and I was dusting at 9:45 p.m. because I'm what else am I going to do? I'm going to dust. I really liked the spray that I purchased at the store. It smelled really good, and we were dust-free. I dusted the bedroom. I dusted the living room. I made sure the kitchen counters were all clean. I did the bathrooms. It felt so good, and I just want to do more of that. That feeling is addictive, in my opinion. Would anyone be interested in a step bet or some sort of other challenge? I'm assuming no, but I figured I'd ask. That would be interesting. I can't currently engage in a step bet because my Fitbit is not functioning properly, but that doesn't mean you guys can't. My Fitbit is having a hard time connecting to things. I don't know why. But as long as it still tracks my steps, I'm happy, but it won't actually sync with anything right now. But a challenge would be really, really smart. Or just a challenge of, I don't even know. Post your, I go back to posting, in my Facebook group, because that's what I have control over. But, you can post how many steps you got in a day and see who has the highest number of steps that day. Or something, That could be fun. Totally, that's my goal. And yes. When things are clean, I feel more in control. It's a fresh feeling to me to declutter. Yeah. I just wish that feeling was enough to push me to actually keep things clean. Obliger problems. Preaching to the choir. Although I do have the obliger accountability in my husband. And my husband, he complimented me today. He goes, it felt so good to come home to such a clean house yesterday. Thank you so much for doing that. Which felt really, really good. So it is because of him that the house is as clean as it is, because I want to do it for him. So it helps. And I want to do it for him, but when I do it, I feel really great about it. So it's a mutually beneficial thing. But because I need that external accountability, the fact that I have him to do it for is very important. Totally agree with you, Jennifer. When things are clean, I feel in control. Spring cleaning, organizing, and decluttering. Take the time to clean your windows on nice days. Yep. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, Gotta drink the water. I don't have accountability with my space and everything else. I go into full-fledged rebellion. I don't know how to help you. Except maybe post pictures in the Facebook group. And if you don't want to post pictures because it's too dirty, it might motivate you to clean them. I mean, that's the best. That's the best I got. Occasionally, Christina sends me photos of the cleaning that she has done, which is always good. I'm sorry, that was way too hard to watch. You keep freezing and the sound is all off. I hope to see you next time. Oh no, is it really that bad, guys? Because, okay, is it really that bad? Or were the problems we were having before, like, worse or better? Sorry, I got totally distracted by Susan's all cap comment. Immune boosting cook with me would be awesome. Yes, but immune boosting, like, just eat healthy foods. I'm not quite sure what you mean by immune boosting, because I don't think that natural immune system defense, like extra vitamin C and stuff, is what's going to help us with this disease. Is it a disease? Is that what it's like? It's a virus. Is it a disease? But like, there's no food that's going to protect us from COVID-19. It is a audio is perfect. Oh, good. Oh, good. Thank you, Rosie. So, like, eat healthy things. You know what I mean? Am I wrong? Because I'm like, we have a lot of vegetables, but we're just gonna be eating like same old, pretty much. We have chili, we have chicken, and for the chicken, we still have some gorgonzola gnocchi. We have some cauliflower gnocchi. We have steamed vegetables. We have broccoli and Brussels sprouts that we can roast. And I did buy some, like, the Pillsbury crescent rolls and Pillsbury biscuits as, like, a quick and easy carbohydrate. Because what I do is I do lean meat, vegetable, carbohydrate. Super basic, super simple. But if I'm going to want to be doing all these other things, I'm not going to spend the time doing too much, like, crazy stuff in the kitchen. Unless, of course, I have to start getting creative. Healthy foods, kale, spinach, foods will help build the immune system. Yeah, I mean, eat your vegetables, my friends. Like, the best thing you can do right now, number one, is wash your hands. Which, does anyone else find it completely mind-blowing that it took a worldwide pandemic to teach a bunch of adults to wash their hands multiple times a day? Is anyone else remotely concerned about that? Because it's been something I've been pondering, and I'm like, why does it take something this extreme to teach us to wash our hands? I don't understand. So thing number one, wash your hands. And when you are out and about, don't touch your face. And then two, what was number two? As I'm sitting here touching my face. It's okay when you're in your own home and you haven't left. Wash your hands. Don't go outside or go places. I don't want to say don't go outside. Don't come in contact with other people. Don't go to grocery stores unless you have to. Or don't go anywhere unless you really, truly have to. Stay away from other people is number two. And then number three is, like, just, like, eat well. Eat well. That is the best thing you can do for yourself. Stay hydrated. Drink your water, my friends. And as much healthy food as you have access to. And I know, like, I lucked out. I was baffled by the fact that I was able to find copious amounts of vegetables at my Aldi. Like, I walked into Aldi yesterday and I was like, Brussels sprouts, tomatoes, carrots, strawberry, like, all the things. And I'm like, I don't know what people are talking about. There's no inventory. But when I posted that, the two people in the area that I'm actually Facebook friends with both asked me where I got the food, because apparently that was a rare find. But, like, other people still can't find basic groceries. So if you have access to healthy foods, buy them. Oh, Christina brings up a great point. Take your vitamins. I learned not that long ago that my other sister does not take a multivitamin. And I was like, it is literally the easiest thing you could do to make sure you are getting enough of your vitamins. And they're not even that expensive. I have a Sam's Club membership, but like 250 one a day for women is like $16 or $18. 250 of them. You take one a day. That's why it's named one a day. And I supplement with other things that I feel like I'm deficient in. Yes, that's true. But one multivitamin will get you most of what you need, which is just an easy way. Like, and some people are like, it just makes your pee really expensive because you pee out all of the vitamins you don't need, right? I'm like, yes, maybe for some it does, but for those of us lacking in something, it helps. And it's just the easiest thing you could possibly do. So take your vitamins. Take your vitamins. And I know Amazon switched over their priorities today. I'm not entirely sure all the details on that, but I'm pretty sure you can get multivitamins on Amazon. You can. Or Target, or Walmart, or Sam's Club, or anywhere. Literally anywhere that sells like pharmaceuticals, you can get vitamins. I highly recommend that. That's a really good suggestion, Christina. I meant if you're tempted to go off the rails for comfort foods, better to eat healthy. Oh, it's absolutely better to eat healthy. Yes. I avoided, I almost picked up like cake mix and stuff like that. And I went, nope, we have Oreo cookies. That's all we're bringing into the house right now because I don't need that temptation there, you know? Other than toilet paper and grains and disinfectants, everything was fine. Yeah, and fun fact, I was able to find toilet bowl cleaner. I was like, okay, so everyone's buying up the sanitary wipes, but apparently we don't clean our toilets. So the thing that I needed, I got. What I didn't realize I was probably going to need soon is dish soap. I probably have a week or two's left of dish soap because, you use like a drop at a time. But there's not like a hoarding out on dish soap, is there? Will I be able to find dish soap if I need it? And coming from the medical life, if you're going to stock up on something, ibuprofen, Tylenol, Mucinex, decongestants, tissues, cough drops, and make a big old batch of soup and freeze. Yeah, except, Christina, people have been stocking up on those things. I don't know about tissues, but the other area that's completely annihilated is the cold and flu section. So I'm like, will I be able to get Sudafed if I need it? I don't know. So I'm hoping that like Eric and I just don't get sick for a week or two when things start to show back up in inventory again. Audrey, why are you still awake? Wait, Audrey, what time is it by you? We sprung ahead, so did our time change get closer, or did you spring ahead too? I'm very curious. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I got your card in the mail today. Thank you. It was very, very sweet of you. I owe you a card. I need to write to you. I'm sorry I haven't been writing to you. Audrey and I are pen pals. She lives in Ireland. Farmer's market I shop at is still stocked. Fantastic. Drinking a smoothie with kale, spinach, banana, mango chunks, and almond. Very good. Food is very scarce. We are shut down. Oh, yeah. So smoothies. And I have a lot of frozen fruit. So I'm like, you know what? Worst case scenario, which is not even worst case because how many weeks have I been doing this? You can have a smoothie for breakfast or for lunch, Brianna. Like, as I was going through my stock, I'm like, you have plenty of options. They might not be your number one choices, but like, you can make a smoothie for breakfast one day, an egg sandwich another day. Like, yes. And I have, this is the time for me to shine with my copious amounts of protein bars in this house. Because even if we couldn't find food, we could eat protein bars for days. We won't like it, but we'll get the nutrients we need. I will have my protein. I'm a little worried I'll be sent home with the leftovers from work. Oh. I have such mixed feelings about that, Lissa. Hello. I stocked up on wine and cheese today. Way to go. Eggs are not in the store. Oh, man. Eggs were at Aldi. That's where I found eggs yesterday. And there were plenty of them. Things should restock within the next week. That's what I'm hoping. Once the hoarders have all of their stuff and the inventory gets a chance to catch up, the rest of us will be able to buy things. My mom bakes when she's bored. She's already made bread, but plans on making pizza and cake. Oh, no. And woman products are out. Oh, woman products. I didn't even think about those. Really? Can someone help me understand? I understand that toilet paper is something you at least use every day, multiple times a day, more frequently if you are a woman than a man. I understand. Feminine hygiene products we use for at most like a week every month. What do you need to hoard them for? I don't understand. I just don't get it. Oh my gosh. It's 1:30 a.m. We don't change clocks till later in March. Oh, okay. What are your favorite cheeses? I'm a fan of pretty much any cheese, quite frankly. Laney. Where are you from? What stores do you have? Because that determines my answer. But some of the best cheese that I have is what's the fancy brand name at Aldi? Like, it's got the black label with the scribbly writing, and it's like their fancy stuff. They have an aged cheddar cheese under that label that is to die for delicious. I might have 2 blocks of it in my refrigerator as we speak because they were in stock of that cheese too. And the new cheeses at Target, like not the shredded slice or whatever, Good and Gather, but like in the fancy cheese section, all the Good and Gather cheeses are very, very good. Very good. They don't need to be expensive to be tasty, in my opinion. Everything was gone in that section. Haven't seen shelves that empty since Toys R Us shut down. I know, right? It baffled my mind. I took a picture of the aisle in my in-laws' Target in Florida because I was just like, there's literally nothing on these shelves. I've never seen that before, ever. And the pictures of the empty Trader Joe's, those are freaking me out. Because never in my life did I think Trader Joe's would be a place that people would go and buy all the things. Any and all of the things. I bought 1.5 pounds of good aged Swiss cheese. It's the best. Nice. My husband likes Swiss cheese. And condoms. Are people hoarding condoms? Because I heard people were hoarding some things, and the condom section, whoever saw it, was completely full, which means there are going to be a lot of Christmas babies this year. And that's not something I frequently shop for, so I don't know the situation on that. We don't have to worry about that. But that's entertaining. Again, people have used the pads as masks. Like, that's gonna help. I saw a picture of that and I thought it was a joke. I really did. I thought it was a joke. I didn't realize people were actually doing that. They're not, unless you're bleeding from the face, they're not gonna help you. Distribution center was gonna shut down. I knew someone who works at one. The distribution center for what? I'm not saying I agree with it. I know you're not. Specially selected. Yeah, that might be it. That might be the name. Toilet paper situation in Ireland is crazy. It's everywhere. Everywhere that sells toilet paper, there's no toilet paper. This is ridiculous. Specialty select. Okay, yeah. I'm good on feminine products for years. We have nothing in the stores, and even TJ cut their hours. TJ's did cut their hours, I think, nationally. Scary here, as I'm sure it is everywhere. Their cases spiked overnight. I can't... Wow. It's a crazy world we live in right now, isn't it? It's totally crazy. Canadians are freaking out because we are worried the U.S. or Canada will shut down the border. And a lot of our produce comes from us. Oh, interesting. I did not hear that. We laughed about condoms. I've heard in 13 years and 9 months we're going to have a new generation of kids called the quarantines. Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah. All right, my friends. Do we have anything else to share today? New Jersey cases tripled in the last 2 days. Oh my gosh. My friends, don't interact with other people. Don't go to other places. And wash your hands. Take full advantage of the time if you can. And if you are a medical worker or a postal worker or one of the people that are still out there doing your jobs, kudos to you, but be careful. Be very, very careful. Man, it's a crazy world we live in right now. It's a crazy world, but I'm going to do my best to continue to bring positivity and inspirational content to you guys, because yes, all of this stuff is crazy, but we will survive by the grace of God and a little bit of a positive attitude. Like, that's how we're going to survive. Panicking's not going to do it. It's not. Just so you know. In case you were one of the people that thought that panicking would actually help us, no. People have said the U.S. is where Italy was 10 days ago. Oh, man. We are in it together. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. That's the only part of the song I know. I've discovered video chat. We had 4 different people video chat. Nice. Yeah, video chat with people. That's a thing, guys. I'm talking to all of you right now. Definitely video chat with people. You mentioned Plague Inc. My friend, my new friend, you new here, right? You just kind of stumbled upon my chat tonight because I don't recognize your name, but I could be wrong. I would be lying. So I've had Plague Inc. for years. I've had that game for years, and I love it. For those of you that don't know what Plague Inc. is, it is a game where you are supposed to, you create a virus, bacteria, a disease of some kind, and your goal is to condemn the world. Literally, that's the goal. I may or may not have run a simulation with a virus recently, like on the airplane down to Florida, and I may or may not have completely succeeded, except for Greenland. Greenland is always the problem. In that game, for whatever reason, it's very hard to infect Greenland. So I'm always sitting there like, come on, Greenland! Because there's so few people there and it's very cold. So it's very hard to get whatever disease you created in the game to go over there and then to infect everybody. But yeah. Dish with D, who's a WW channel, is going live daily at 7 Central. No, I don't mind you saying that. That's fine. I am in full support of other WW channels as long as they are decent human beings. Because there are some out there that are not. I will not name names. Some of you know who I have personal, not positive feelings about. But as long as they're good people, then that's fine. Go for it. Enjoy them. I hope they inspire you. I spent time with someone a week ago who has a coworker who has it. Yeah. Greenland, West Virginia. No, Greenland, like the country. But anyway. All right, my friends. If we've got nothing else to share, I think I'm going to go. Because my husband's done working and we can actually go spend some time together now. It is very weird being in the same house with somebody and hardly seeing them all day. Let me tell you that. But it's good. We're going to work it out. We're all going to survive. Whatever situation we are in, we're going to survive. I just ask that you be kind to one another. Help other people when you can. Small businesses are suffering really bad right now. Like, not chain restaurants, but like independently owned restaurants are suffering right now. If you see somebody in need and you have a way to help, please help. It's simple. There was an old man in one of the electric scooters in line behind me at Target, and I offered to put his stuff on the conveyor belt for him because I'm like, anything you can do. Anything you can do. Yeah. And be kind to one another and stay safe. And we'll chat next week. All right? And check out my vlog that goes live tomorrow morning. And that's all I got. So take care, my friends. And my mouse doesn't work because I turned off Bluetooth. And I will see you all later. Thanks for joining me.